Tonight, from Orlando, Florida, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Orlando Sentinels taking on the Austin Desperados.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Austin Desperados and the Orlando Sentinels. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season. In a game they probably really need. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 6. Over the middle, complete. That's McKinney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Here's second and 8. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Throw left side complete. That's Weaver. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCollum. Over the middle, it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, McCollum. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. McCollum under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCollum. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a dump off here, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second and 3. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So now for the 2nd time already here in this quarter, on comes the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Six 0 our score after one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Ross
knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Sentinels have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Austin's offense ready to go again. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always wanted a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Only a couple there, and so he'll be brought down about the 28.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play in the end.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
Orlando takes back over on offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McCollum. Open man is Ross, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards there, a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Ross.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. McCollum. That's brought in by Davis over the middle.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st down, it's Ross.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. They'll run on first down. Minor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Austin's offense ready to go again. They take over already inside the red zone thanks to a great return there after the fumble. 1st and 10. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Weber. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down. McCollum.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
On 1st down, it's Ross. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, McCollum. It's caught by Davis. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Still plenty of time, but they're going to go hurry up anyways. Now here's a throw that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on first down. McCollum. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw on second down. McCollum got a man open. It's Ross.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that's going to tie us at 13. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission, as we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up, as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. McCollum, 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Back to throw. McCollum, he's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a throw here to his running back.
From the gun on third down. McCollum. That'll be caught by Shipley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Ross. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. McCollum on the slant. He's got Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, McCollum. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. McCollum completes it to Davis. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
On first down, Minor.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at. Comes together.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, McCollum. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Looking to throw. McCollum looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down and 3.
Up the middle they go. It's Ross. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. McCollum. Oh, no, he lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Austin's offense ready to go again. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. Minor trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Minor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Up the middle they go. Minor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Hard throw, incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. McCollum. That's complete to Shipley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, McCollum. This one caught by Davis.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now a give, right side. It's Ross. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing on 1st down. McCollum. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. McCollum. And he wisely will throw that one away. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a handoff up the middle. Ross. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. So still time remaining here in this fourth quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Extra point safely through. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He'll look to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll run on first down. Ross. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense. They go right back on the offensive on this play.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, it's Ross. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the home team here, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.